time where us separately, we had another encounter with the police where for me, they said I evaded arrest, but I'm gonna let her go first.
So pretty much mine was, it was like years ago, you know. It was me and my two of my homies. We're just, you know, cruising around my little town, and we came to a stop sign, and pretty much my friend lived right around the corner, like right around the block on the other side. And you know, is that while we were at the stop sign, a freaking cop turns, you know, to go the other way or whatever, and he like looked at us, and we made eye contact, and I was like, oh shit, you know. And then I saw him, so I continued turning, and when I looked in my mirror, I saw him bust a Yui. That's what he wanted, bust a Yui. So by the time he stopped up, like I pretty much took off fast, went around the block, parked in my friend's driveway. By the time, you know, you just saw the cop speed down the road looking for us, you know, cruising, and we just got off, went inside.
Act like nothing happened?
Acted like nothing happened. I was scared to leave because like I felt like they were just gonna cruise around and you know, try to look for me. So before I left, I tried to make sure my car was clean, because my friends back then, they used to like to
smoke grass.
Yeah, smoke grass from outside. So and then for some reason I was like, you know what, let me check my car or whatever before I leave, because you know I ain't trying to get in no trouble, more trouble. Can you imagine? Oh,
how old were you?
I already graduated.
So you're like 19.
Yeah, or so I was somewhere around there. But underneath there was a joint. I don't know if my friend threw it there or what when he got scared, or what happened. But pretty much I found some grass under there rolled up, and so yeah, I got lucky, but nothing ever happened. So pretty much I did a little runaway from the cops. It was,
what would they have stopped you for?
I really don't know. I think it was just that we looked suspicious. I don't know. But lucky his gate to his driveway was open, because if not, then the cop would have saw us or whatever. Yeah. But I took off pretty fast, and by the time you know, you just heard the cops go vroom, all the way down. But it was pretty cool. It was a fun little experience. You know?
Adrenaline.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. But yeah, pretty much. This other time too, it was us three again. They were, you know, smoking the grass outside in my car and stuff, whatever. And we were stopping at a store, and there was like ambulance and cops and stuff at the store, and we were like, oh shit. My dumbass being nosy, I was driving, and then I turned like to go into the store, but being nosy, I wasn't paying attention, and I hit the pole. It was like a little pole, and my car got stuck on the pole, and we were on another level, you know. So and the cops were looking at us, and I was like, oh shit. And then I guess my friend had, you know, a lot of extra stuff on him, so he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna go home, because this house was like down the street off the highway. He said, I'm gonna go home, so you know, whatever. So he got out the car, he took off. And that's because my car is stunk, like it, because whatever, you know. And so we rolled down the windows, and I was like, shit, I couldn't get the car out, like reverse, nothing. And they came, the cops came. They were like, you okay, or like whatever. And I said, yeah, and you know, whatever. And he kind of looked at us funny, because I think he could just smell it, you know. It was the windows were up or whatever and stuff. But pretty much that's it. I shitted bricks, because I thought we had to like lift it up with the jack and then just like roll it, push it out.
So I have a story that's probably like, if you thought that was fun, then you would think this was fun. So back in my younger days, I was probably like 16. So I have a story that's probably like, if you thought that was fun, then you would think this was fun. So back in my younger days, I was probably like 16. Back where I grew up, it was a small little town, and it was surrounded by like farmland, I guess you could call it. All this extra land of like with nothing, like crops or whatever, but like it was just nothing. So whenever we would party in high school, they would always party on people's land. I don't know how I got to the party. I don't remember anything, but I know me and my sister were there, and all of a sudden the cops come, or we see the cops coming. And you know what? We're so young and stupid. Like, parties are always getting busted out there because it's land and it's normally dark. So when they see bonfires and all these lights, like, you know, we were dumb anyways. So we see like all these cop lights coming. And so we're like, oh shoot, what do we do? Like, I had no idea. Like, I was so paranoid. That's why I really didn't like to party. I was paranoid. Like, I always felt like something bad is gonna happen. So, of course, I'm underage and like stuff. And my sister was with me. Now, my sister was a hoodlum. She was worse than me. She's probably the one who made me go to the party. I really don't know. But the guy whose family owned the land, he was like, hey, everybody, hop in my truck or whatever. And he had one of those old school F-150s, like the square box looking ones that only fits 3 people in there. Yeah, so we all jump in there, me, my sister, him, some other people, like maybe 5 of us were crammed in the thing. And then people were in the back of the truck, like in the back. So he takes off, and instead of like driving, he probably was under the influence, to be honest. But instead of like driving like normal, this fool like hauls ass. Like, so
it wasn't bumpy.
Let me get there. So he hauls ass. He hauls ass. It's on this land out in, you know, the boonies. So we're just like hitting our head and flopping everywhere, and I was like, we're gonna die, and I'm screaming like, stop, like slow down, like I thought we were gonna, out the thing. I was like in the middle. I wasn't by the door like to jump out. Like I wasn't. I was so scared. Like I was probably crying. I don't know, but I was just like, can you please like stop, like screaming, whatever. And like he's like, no, I can make it. And he like hops a ditch, and like I don't know how his truck still worked. So he like takes off. And like he's driving, he takes off and goes this way, and all the cops are like over here because the entrance to the land was over here. But this fool, he like just went through the thing, so he didn't go through the entrance. So when they see him like take, of course, how are they not gonna see? The lights are just everywhere. So they all like, you see all these cops turning around, like coming after us, and he's like, oh shoot, what do I do? And they're like, punch it. Punch it. He like takes off. So we're in the back roads, and I felt like we were in Grand Theft Auto. Like these cops start coming from all these random ways, and like I was like, we're gonna die. And I was like just pull over, like we're dead, we're done, like just pull over. And he's like, no, I can do it, I can beat him. So he's like, I don't know how fast his truck was going, but he's going fast.
Well, those old times, what is it, 65 miles per hour?
We see cops coming from the opposite direction, and I was like, oh, it's over. Like, oh, it's over. Well, the cop car stops. I'm like, what are they doing? They throw out spike strips. Like, really? This is how bad it was. They threw out spike strips.
Like a freaking movie.
It wasn't a movie. I wish it was. They throw out spike strips, but mind you, this cop threw the strips backwards. So when we go over the strips, nothing happens to us. All the cops coming this way run over them. So there's like cop cars, like it really was like a movie. So I don't really remember what made us stop, but finally, I guess the cops barricaded the street or something. I don't really remember, but we ended up stopping. So when we stop, all these cops come, they're pulling us out the car, shoving us into the ground, handcuffing us all. And there was this one cop, and he was black, and he was a DICK. He was so rude. But I mean, I would probably been too. Like, it's dangerous and, you know, whatever. And he's just like telling us all this stuff and telling us all these charges we're gonna get, and like, you know, and back then I was real scared, and I was underage. Like, I was actually doing wrong. So I wasn't being a loudmouth, because we were actually doing wrong. So I was calm, and, you know, and it was, I ain't gonna name y'all, but one of my guy friends that was there, he was just like talking to the cop, and he was like, man, you know, like, let him off, like, easy. Dude. He was like, let him off easy, like not let him off easy, but he was just like, at least let the girls go. That's what he was telling him. Like, at least let the girls go because, like, they didn't have nothing to do with it. And the guy he was driving, he was like, yeah, all drunk. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, they told me to stop. I didn't stop. And the cop kept asking him, like, well, son, like, what did you think you were doing? You really thought you were going to outrun me? And he was, like, one of those cops that, like, holds his belt and had probably, like, a piece of toothpick or straw hanging out his mouth with sunflower seeds and, you know, all country. And he was like, you really thought you were going to outrun me? And then he said that he was mad that we ruined his tires. Like, that's really why he was mad. And so, like, I don't know, long story short, like, they somehow convinced the cops to let everyone go home. Everyone except the guy who was driving. And the thing is that we had to call somebody and they had to pick us up in 30 minutes or whoever was left was going to be booked. So I don't remember who picked us up.
I would have just ran home.
Right? I don't really remember. I think my sister...
Don't even look back.
My sister probably called somebody. I don't know. And see, I was scared because we snuck out. My mom didn't know where we were. But she didn't even know any of that. So I was like I was more scared of my mom than going to jail. I didn't know what to do. But, you know, my sister, like I said, she's a hoodlum. So she has connects and all this. So she ended up, I think she was the one who found us a ride home and stuff. And then my friend went to jail. And he went to jail for, like, evading arrest and, like, all this stuff he went to jail for. And
what'd you owe him?
Nothing. I actually bailed him out of jail. If you're watching this, you owe me money. And to go home, we had to climb the roof because we had a 2-story house and we didn't want mom to know that we snuck out. So we had to climb the roof. I think that was that night. We had to climb the roof to get into the house. And I never told my mom about it. Never told anybody about it. Like, it came out in the paper, but they didn't take down our names or nothing. So they didn't put it.
So wild.
I don't think I partied for a long time after that. I wouldn't have. That was terrible. So don't drink if you're underage. Don't drink and drive ever. If you drink and drive, you deserve to go to jail.
Don't try to run from the
Don't try to run from the police.
I didn't. I was just there like I had no other choice, right? I was stuck. Oh no, I ran from the cops the first time.
Yeah. So you know, don't lead by our example. Okay, we were not very smart back in the day, but we're better now. You know, we're more mature. We have our stuff together. So we're just telling you the stories, you know, as a warning. So don't try this at home. All right, guys. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. Leave us a comment down below of the craziest thing you've done. And
who do you think's more wild? Me, of course, right?
Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Please, if you're watching this and you like this, just subscribe. Like, just do it, please, right now. Like, stop what you're doing. Hit the subscribe button.
It's free, she said.
It is. It's free. And, you know, if you want to see more videos like this, let us know. And stay tuned for Saturday. We will have either a challenge or a prank for you guys. We're going to be uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays or Thursdays, one or the other, and Saturdays.
See you later.
Bye.